Good Sunday morning, everybody. How you doing? Hopefully doing well. It's March 24th, and I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam channel. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. This morning, we've got sunshine. It's looking good on this Palm Sunday from the Plano Cam. Looking good. A few high clouds here and there, and it's breezy already. And let me tell you that wind is going to be a big, big deal over the coming days. Several days of wind is coming our way. More than hello, neighbor. Good morning to you on this Palm Sunday here in Plano. Wind, if you don't remember anything else about what I'm about to tell you, I want you to remember it's about the wind. Nothing much else is going to be more important than that, because we're going to be in a situation where we've got a very active low level jet, very active upper level winds, and those are going to be kind of doing the tango here over the next few days, and that's going to keep our wind factor up. There's going to be a lot of wind, gusty winds at times, sustained winds, sometimes 20 to 30 miles per hour, occasional gusts of 40, especially as we get into Monday night into Tuesday. So if you don't remember anything else this morning while watching this, I want you to remember wind. Let me add a sound effect. Got it? Good. All right. So let's get to it this morning as we're looking at a beautiful day. It's not going to be windy today. It'll be breezy, or breezier as we get into the day and into the afternoon. There's a look at the AAA Systems live cam from downtown Bowling Green, from high atop Reservoir Hill, looking down on the city. And you can see that we've got a sunny sky and just a few clouds that are out there. High clouds, mid-level clouds will be on the increase today, but not much more than that. Everything else is going to be just fine. It's going to be a beautiful Palm Sunday. This is the beginning of Holy Week. Many of you will be observing that over the coming days as we get close to Easter, which is next Sunday, a week from today. Excuse me. I was about to say something and then it just went, yeah, that happened. All right, let's check radar and satellite, because I've got a few things to show you. Not really radar wise, but certainly we've got additional clouds, as I mentioned, that are coming in. And these are the clouds that are going to be with us for today. I'll put this into motion. You can see that mostly what's coming in here, it's loading up, are mid and high level cloud, mostly high level clouds. When you see that wispiness, like right there, that's just high levels. But back west of us, these are more level clouds that are coming through. And over the last couple of hours, we've been watching this on the increase. So that's what's come direction. Still be a sunny day for here in Bowling Green, but it's later on that things will begin to, well, kind of go downhill later this evening. Here's a look at radar, and you can see back west of us some thunderstorms up around Kansas City, St. Joseph. You look up toward Lincoln, Nebraska, that in Omaha. Look at that. That's some pretty good thunderstorms going on there. All of that is moving northeast. For us, things are going to stay fairly quiet. I don't think we're going to see any rain activity today. There may be some raindrops along the Wabash River, southern Illinois, maybe approaching the Boot Heel of Missouri, but our chance of rain is really not going to go up until we get into tomorrow afternoon and evening. Then, what about the wind? Well, I can show you that too, because as we go through time, the winds are going to pick up, as you see here. Um, and notice how these lines are tightly put together. Here we go into Sunday night tonight. There's an area of low pressure. That's, look at it, 989, 990 millibars. That's why we're going to see a tight gradient here. Here we go into Monday, early Tuesday. I think that's when the strongest of the winds right there are going to come through. In fact, let's check the wind gust here. And looking at, let's back that up just a little. Yeah, right there. Now let's see what, well, that's temperature. Let me see. The wind gusts. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. These right here are 40-mile-per-hour winds. And this is happening if you look at the timeline down here, 2 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Now, that does not mean that we're going to see tornadoes. Okay. Yeah, there are yeah, now I got them turned on. The wind gust 40, 41, 42, 43, 40 up in E Town. About 2 a.m. on Tuesday morning is when the strongest of the winds are likely to come through. Now, this is the cold front right here. You can see that little dip. That's the dip in the isobars and a wind change from southwest to northwest. So the front is right there. So just ahead of the front on Tuesday morning is when we're expecting the gustiest, if you will, of the winds. Some wind gust up to 40. So what about the sustained winds? Well, they will be out of the southwest at 10 to 15, but occasional gusts are going to be more. I'm just getting you ready and set up for that because it is going to be an active frontal boundary. It's going to have some thunder, some lightning, not necessarily severe, although I will show you that there is a severe risk in there that we'll have to pay attention to. But um, I think it's just going to be a lot of wind. And even tomorrow, before that gets here, it's going to be a windy day. Again, what did I say from the very beginning? You need to answer me in the chat. What was the big thing that I said to pay attention to the next few days? Tell me. Somebody in the chat right now, type it fast. One word. One word. Let me see if you're paying attention. Du, 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 du. I'll wait. Du, 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 du. Did, did, did. Ah, Lonnie got it first. Wins. Thank you. Ding, 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 ding. And Judy, then Jovelyn. Jovelyn. Yep. Okay. And now Charlene and Anita. Thank you. You get it. You understand. See, this is what I want you to take away. Yes, these podcasts go sometimes 10 to 20 minutes, but I want you to get one thing out of it, and that's wind. Thank you. Woodrow, Chad. Hey, Chad. Morning. You got it, buddy. All right. Um, let's move on. We'll get to the weather at hand. Let's check some temperatures as we normally do. And temperatures are starting out in the 30s and 40s, some 40s, back to the west. Kentucky Mesonet showing mostly 30s, starting to approach 40 back in western Kentucky. Zoom in here and you can see we're right about freezing, but this is not going to last long because the atmosphere is dry, it's stable. The winds are going to pick up, the sun's coming out. And even though we're going to have some high and mid level clouds, everybody's going to warm up very nicely today. So that's good news. Let's check the wind. Right now, it's not bad. It's out of the east at about 5 to 10 sustained. But then let's see if there are any gusts. Little bit, not much. Winds are coming out of the east, northeast. Occasionally, you get a 10 to 15 gust. Not bad. Not bad. You can tolerate that, although it does make it feel a little chillier. Let's check the wind chill. It does make it feel like it's in the 20s in some cases. So when you head out, maybe for church, a lot of you will be going to church this morning for since it's Palm Sunday. Um, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a stiff breeze. Let's call it a breeze. It's not windy, but a breeze this morning that's going to make it feel just a bit cooler. All right. Okay, let's move on and go to, let's see, model viewer. Yeah, the blender. Let's see how that holds up. And it's showing us that we are going to warm up and become more spring like over the coming days. Whoops, there we go. I hit the button twice. But you can see 60s, mid 60s today. I agree with that 65. I did not push it up anymore because the winds are from the east and northeast, and usually in that case, you don't want to bump up the temperatures more than what the models are showing because they're more likely to be undercut. Because with a northeast wind, especially, or even an easterly wind, temperatures are going to be maybe even undercut from what the blend of models or the model blender is showing. That's what I've learned over the years is that it's usually safe to stay with what they're showing and averaging it out 65. Yeah, that seems plausible today. Then with the cloudy skies tonight, upper 40s to around 50. Not bad. As the winds become more southeast, south and southeast tonight, that'll keep us warmer because it is more of a southerly fetch. Fletch. I'm thinking Chevy Chase, Fletch. Then I'm going to go 68 tomorrow because the winds will be more out of the south and gusty at times, as I mentioned. So we'll go 68 tomorrow, 70, 71. Yeah, I agree with that on Tuesday. But there's going to be some rain and thunderstorms Monday night into Tuesday. That's when the really gusty winds are going to come through. And then we see a bit of a moderation in temperature downward, kind of a reset, if you will, upper 50s to near 60 for Wednesday and Thursday. Then we climb right back big time into the 70s as we head to Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's Easter weekend. Right now, Easter weekend is looking dry and warm, although there's a system that could be coming late in the day, Easter Sunday into Monday next week that, may fiddle with our forecast just a bit, but that's a long way off. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, we're just going to have to deal with the winds being up over the next couple of days and just deal with that as we need to for the beginning of the work week. All right, let's move on to the maps and I'll show you the next 7 days as we get ready for the rain and thunderstorms. Uh, Everything looking good today. As I mentioned, for your Palm Sunday, there is a little wave coming through. This is going to help generate some of the wind difference, and you'll start to see these lines, these isobars right here. There's one, there's one, there's one. This is all going to be centered around that low pressure system back to the west. That will be the storm system that comes through tomorrow night into Tuesday. And so, therefore, the winds ramping up as we head into the next 24 hours. So, here's 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. We should be fine. I don't think we'll see any rain for today, tonight, or early tomorrow. In fact, it's going to be later in the day on Monday before we start to see any showers. By 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, we'll begin to see scattered showers, followed by some thunderstorms. This is heavier rain as more of an occluded front, and that's just a front that kind of wraps around itself. It's both warm and cold, almost like a stationary front in reverse. It's just meeting up with itself. And then you've got the main cold front back here to the west. You can see that down south of us, this is where the primary severe weather event is going to be, unfortunately. 7 o'clock tomorrow night, right through parts of southern, southeastern Arkansas, northern parishes of Louisiana, and then over to about Jackson, Mississippi. There may even be some strong thunderstorms tonight, over southern Mississippi before that system gets here. And you see low pressure system attached to it. That's going to be their system. Our system will be this as we head into Tuesday morning. Now, I do anticipate, as you see Bowling Green and I 65 right here, there's going to be some heavier rain and thunderstorms. But what did I tell you the main thing is going to be? Wind. There may be some wind damage. Can't rule that out. The confidence for gusty winds is pretty high. Is there going to be anything 40, 50 miles per hour? Occasionally there might be, but it's not considered severe winds until we get closer to 60 miles per hour. But if we get any strong storms in there, it's a possibility. Now, here's another thing to keep in mind. This is Tuesday morning. We'll see showers early Tuesday morning, followed by a brief break before the cold front gets here. And that's when I think, and it doesn't show it here because we're still in the long-term window here, or the long range window. Notice it goes from 7 a.m. Tuesday into 7 a.m. Wednesday. Well, there's no in between, because at this point we're 72 hours out, and the models skip to the long range models instead of the short range models, which go about every 6 to 12 hours. So in the middle, all I'm telling you is, as we get into Tuesday, there's going to be probably 2 rounds of storms. Let me bring that back. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. I wanted to be on screen while I tell you this because I want you to look at me and look at the map. There's going to be 2 rounds of storms on Tuesday, the way it looks right now. Tuesday morning, thunderstorms, then a break, then thunderstorms when that cold front right there comes through Tuesday afternoon into early Wednesday. That's a concern because with temperatures like in the upper 60s, low 70s, dew points are going to be high, lots of wind, then we could get some severe weather Tuesday afternoon. Okay. Just keep that in mind as well. But the wind is going to be the primary factor in that we could have some potential wind damaging storms with the second round come Tuesday afternoon. All right. I just wanted you to know that. Okay. Back to the maps here. So here we go into Thursday morning. Looking good. High pressure begins to build in. Sunshine as we go through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and hopefully into our Easter Sunday. There will be a little system up in the Great Lakes that may affect parts of northeastern Kentucky, up around Huntington, Charleston, Ashland, maybe Lexington. Nothing here except for a few clouds. Now, there's the approaching front that 7 a.m. Saturday will be coming our way. That's the one where I'm kind of questioning, will we get something out of this for Easter Sunday? That remains to be seen. It's not a sure thing, but as we get closer to the end of next week, I'll have a better handle on how maybe that will happen. One more map I want to show you. I know I'm approaching 20 minutes here. See, I told you. I get to talking and it's like there's a lot to talk about, but I want you to know what's going on. It's the weekend, and I know you're making a lot of plans for this week. Good Friday. You've got Easter Sunday coming. Today's Palm Sunday. Well, as we go through the week, there may be some severe weather threat, especially as we get into Tuesday, Monday night, Tuesday. So this is today. Here's where the severe weather is going to be set up today across America. And it's going to be right there in the heartland. Severe thunderstorms are a pretty good bet, especially into Kansas, okay, and into Oklahoma. Now we go to tomorrow. The severe weather threat goes down to where I showed you a few minutes ago when I was showing you the fronts and the surface map. Louisiana, parts of Arkansas, as you see there. Whoops, I hit that. Mississippi, Louisiana. All right. Now it's day 3, which is Tuesday. Now, this is our severe weather threat right here. We've been pushed to a level 1 marginal risk on the scale down here. Level 1, you can see it's one of the lowest risks, but still, there is going to be that part or that time. Let me see if I can find it right there. See, this is Tuesday. This is going to be Tuesday afternoon with that second round that is possible, that second wave coming in. One round in the morning, Tuesday. This is the second round with the cold front in the afternoon. If there's daytime heating in between round 1 and round 2 on Tuesday, then we'll get severe weather or a few damaging wind type thunderstorms. Okay? All right. I just want to make sure you knew that because that's important to know. But as many of you commented, wind, 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 not tornado, tornado, tornado. No, don't. We're not going there. I can't say it. I can't say it won't happen. It's always kind of in these situations in the spring, what we call a non-zero tornado threat. We can't go to zero, but we're more likely to get damaging winds. And I know you're thinking about last March when we had those 75-mile-per-hour winds and everybody had roof damage. No, it's not going to be that, but you will get some. I think there's going to be at least some minor damage, uh, maybe even some power outages. It's a possibility with this system coming in. So the next 3-4 days, wind. All right. All right. In the chat room this morning, boy, we got a bunch of people in here. Let's see. Lonnie, Tony, G. McIntosh, thank you. In Halfway, Kentucky. Um, let's see. Letitia, Jovelyn, thank you. Lonnie, yeah, all the people that replied when that I asked you to, Judy and Ricky and Charlene and Anita and Chad and Steve, Lisa, Ricky, Barbara, Mary, thank you. Sue and Ellen, Eva, Jerry, Doc, Connie, Janice. Who else? Snickerdoodle's in there this morning. Gail, Stevie, Mick, Loretta, Kathy, Doug, up there in Greensburg. All right. Have yourselves a wonderful Palm Sunday. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget updates always and anytime on the News 40 weather app right here. See that? Download it right there, right there. I want you to have that downloaded. If you don't have it already on your phone, why are you trusting the native generic weather app that came with your phone? Don't do that. It comes out of Atlanta, Georgia, or some other place. Don't do that. AccuWeather, Weather Channel. I know they're all good, but trust us. This is how you get local information, local radar, local alerts, lightning alerts, all of that right here. Download it, get on it. And then what we do almost every day, at least sometimes twice a day, is we push out weather blog updates. Me, Darius, Noah in the News 40 Weather Center. We push out updates to your phone. We never just bombard you, but you'll get the latest take on what we're thinking. It's just what I'm doing right now, condensed into a readable update. And you get it right there on your phone. Why would you want anything else? No, no. All right. I've taken enough of your time. God bless you. Thank you for watching and listening, and have a great and blessed Palm Sunday.